Hello, you divine, infinite human beings. You are all that is, ever has been, and ever shall be. You are divine, infinite love. You are divine, infinite truth. You are divine, infinite source. This is a test. For the next 60 seconds, actually several years, we will be conducting a test. This test is to prove your worth. Are you worthy? And who decides whether you're worthy? You. Yes, you. You. Which, for many of you, you may realize it's not necessarily an easy task out here in the new earth. And it's part of the journey, okay? It's part of the meek will inherit the earth, or I'm going to change that. It actually in ancient Greek means the gentle, but I know very much about the Bible, and it has been so misinterpreted and tampered with, but it does hold the true essence and vibration of the true source of information from the Emerald Records. But I'm going to change that to the courageous will inherit the earth. And what you are seeing now in the craziness of this planet is that it's always been crazy. It's always been crazy. It's just that they're taking out the crazy and parading it around. All right? The insanity of humanity is finally coming to light. And those who choose to who have the courage and feel they are worthy enough to be treated with respect. First, to treat their temple, their God-gifted temple, with respect, where they decide what goes in or out or around or on or up or down it. Those who have the courage to stand in their truth, to speak their truth, to live their truth, those who have the courage and the self-worth to be true to themselves and to not bend over lower and lower and lower every day to fit into this broken, crazy planet that we have always lived in. Those that feel their own self-worth enough to find a place where that resonates with them, a beautiful place in the higher dimensions, toxic-free, where they can plant and root themselves in good fertile soil of the fifth dimension, of the higher frequencies, the God source worlds. Okay, and I have one message for you. You are worthy. Yes, you are worthy. You just have to really, really believe that and own it. And everything has been sabotaged. Everything here is a test for you to prove your worth. You were perhaps not properly loved as a child, and you started to feel that you were unworthy, that you started to feel shame and guilt and unworthy of love, which was not your fault. Not your fault. You were worthy. You always are. You deserve to be properly loved. But in a broken world, it's difficult. And from the spiritual, religious upbringings, we're told from day one we're sinners, miserable sinners. We've been stained by that horrible, horrible woman, the cause of all woe to men, woman. Eve, as we say in Italy, puttana Eva, Eve the prostitute, which is all a bunch of malarkey, but we've been conditioned, that's in the air, that we are sinners, that we're not worthy. So it's time to know you're worthy and to start passing the tests. Every day we all face tests. Tests that if we were to choose our own health over the agreed upon reality. tests to see if we will choose to extract ourselves from toxic places, toxic people, toxic rules, toxic, frequencies, and have the courage to leave behind perhaps all that is familiar. Kiki, stop that. She's rolling. And tomorrow's her birthday. Yes, Christmas Eve's her birthday. So are we going to choose to take the upgrade? The new earth, the courageous will inherit the earth. And the new earth is here, but we just have to come out here. This is so incredible. I mean, this is our God-given gift. How we have decided to, hoard in ourselves and stuff ourselves into these uglification of the planet, high-rise buildings and stack ourselves in tiny compartments just to survive. The time for surviving is over. The time to thrive is at hand. So you are worthy. You are worthy to thrive and not survive. You are worthy to inherit this beautiful, pristine, clean, high frequency, new 5D earth. You are worthy to find your soul tribe, to resonate with other people who have proved their worth, and come together to create new earth communities outside of the craziness. So hold fast and pass your tests, okay? Only you can pass your tests. And the tests are everything you see out there in this 3D reality, this crazy 3D reality is simply to forge you with fire, to prove your worth. You have to prove it to yourself so you can take the responsibility of being a leader that creates other leaders. You have to prove that you're not going to sell your soul for, a few pieces of silver, for a job or for something in this old finite structure. That your true well-being, your temple, your body, your soul, your mind is much more valuable than any 9-to-5 job or whatever kind of job that's asking things of you that are not in your highest interest, perhaps. You have the right to ask. All you have to do is ask and receive. If you can stay the course, if you can have faith, if you can take it moment to moment and realize each thing is simply a test. And as you pass the test, what happens at the end of an exam? I know I had to take a huge exam to get my master's in mental health counseling. I was so nervous about it. And it had all these questions, and I had to pass it to get my degree, to graduate from Earth School, or in my case from Stetson University, you get a master's. But once you pass the test, you get the gold, right? You get the goal. You get the gold. The gold is inside you, not the fool's gold outside of yourself. The test is that you realize you have the gold inside of you, your golden radiant body. There is a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and the rainbow being you're aligning all your chakras, stepping into your rainbow body and your radiant golden body, your diamond body. That's the real gold that you need to prove your worth to receive it, all right? And you do that by navigating and rising higher, rising up the vibrations to the higher frequencies of the 5D and beyond, all right? So stay the course, pass the test, recognize them. If you start, at first it might seem, wow, I don't know what I did, but that was really tough. And then all of a sudden it clears up. For me, we had torrential rains. Oh my God. I mean, the mountains were like, pouring with water, and nobody had seen this weather ever in Sicily. Hurricanes and nobody's prepared for it because the houses aren't like that. And I got caught in the middle of it, and I had to drive something that would have taken me 20 minutes, an hour and a half, going in my little tiny car that's cost me 500 euro. But I made it, and it was like, it was so difficult. But all of a sudden, just a few days ago, it's like everything lifted. The sun came out and it was like, I passed the test, all right? And I'm sure many of you can relate to this or will relate to that, because we're getting everything thrown at us, and it's really to make us strong and make us know our own power, know our worth, know that we are the ones. This is our planet, and we are going to stay and ground ourselves in the new earth and create, co-create beautiful, beautiful, clean, pristine communities outside of the prison matrix. So that is what you're being asked to do, and you just have to pass the tests, make the choices that are always leading you to more expansion. Yes, you will have to let go of a lot. You have to leave all your baggage, as I say, at the door. You can't ascend the mountain top with carrying, all these backpacks on you, all these burdens, all these weights of fear, of judgment, of worried about, other people, trying to drag other people with you. You can't drag anybody else. It's an inside job. Everyone has to do the job themselves. It's like you can't go and cheat on someone else's test, all right? You are taking your test. All you need to do is focus on your test right now. If other people pass it, great, but it's time to graduate. Graduate 3D Earth Campus, Earth School. And then you get the good stuff. All right, so ciao for now.